Hi, I'm Todd Nunis with Cherry Creek Mortgage, and I'm sitting here with Brenna Reinbeau with Monument Real Estate. We've worked together for a while, and it's good to chat
Thank
with
you.
you.
Appreciate
You
it.
know, the market's changed since January or late last year, the first part of this year. And so my first question for you is, if I'm a seller, what's changed? What would you say the most dramatic thing is changed there from the seller side?
Well, I think the buyers, because of interest rates going up, the buyers have kind of taken a back seat and, maybe putting the brake on a little bit. So there's not as many buyers. And so the competition is a lot less with regard to the number of offers they may be receiving on their home. Maybe not as competitive with regard to over list price
I got you.
offers. And then, all the buyers picking up a lot of negotiable costs.
All right. With your experience, is this back to the way it was before a little bit, or are houses sitting on the market longer than they were back, let's say 3 or 4 years ago before COVID, or would you say that maybe a little bit, or what's your opinion there?
Probably a little bit more balanced. I
Okay.
wouldn't say it's quite there yet because the interest rates were, still pretty low and competitive. And so we still had a lot of buyers, but I think it's balanced more to where it's just not the competitive over asking
I got
that's
you.
making it difficult for buyers to compete
Right.
with regard to, those prices going so much over list.
Right. Are you seeing a drop in price, or what are you seeing as far as what you think something that would appraise for, and are you getting close to that, or what is your thoughts there?
You do see some prices decreasing. I think it's maybe properties that have been sitting for a little while. The sellers, for whatever reason, want to sell, that they will take a little bit
Right.
less, but it's not that great
Right.
of a price drop.
Right.
So it's still a competitive market. Some of the homes we are still seeing above list offers and maybe even a multiple offer situation. So it's still really competitive, but once in a while you'll see a little bit of a price decrease, or maybe the sellers are negotiating a little bit lower price.
Motivated a little bit more,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. What about if you're a buyer? What's changed from a buyer's perspective from January of this year?
Well, besides the interest rate going up, but it's almost, I feel like it's a wash because buyers were having to come in thousands and thousands of dollars above list and pay, all the extras, the title policy, the surveys, the home
Right.
warranties, and of course, on top of their closing costs and down payment, guarantee appraisal. And we're not seeing that anymore. And we're
Right.
even seeing sellers help out with some closing costs.
That's great. Yeah. So, if I was a buyer, and I don't have a house now, and I'm a first time home buyer, this might be a pretty good market for me because I don't have a 3.5% rate that I'm walking away from and that kind of stuff. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, I think so. We're still actually seeing this a good time for maybe some first-time home buyers because they don't have the experience with a low interest rate,
Right.
and they're actually able to get a home in this market.
That's great,
There's
yeah.
not that much competition. You're not pulling out of pocket so much money to even try to get a home, and having to maybe come up with, the difference of the appraisal, and the price of the home that
Right.
was guaranteed. So.
Right. Well, it's all great information. It's times will change and things will evolve, and who knows, we might swing back the other way a little bit, but it's kind of nice to be a little bit more in balance than we were.
For sure. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.